Yes, good evening aspirants. Welcome to Lukmaan IAS. This is the DTRS session, Daily Takkar Rapid Series. So daily we are discussing 10 MCQs and they are very helpful for your prelims preparation. आप prelims 2025 का तैयारी शुरू कर चुके होंगे और current affairs based MCQs बहुत ही important है हमारे examination preparation के लिए. So do follow these sessions. Also we are compiling these MCQs into a 200 MCQ magazine for 1 month. And that is available on subscription basis. You can also avail the hard copy, which is let's say available at Lukmaan IAS office. Okay, so today's 10 MCQs, the lead topic is NavIC, navigation with Indian constellation. So it was in news, the 100th launch from Satish Dhawan launching center, Sriharikota. So it was in news and that's why we are covering this first, let's say MCQ based on this topic, and 9 other MCQs we will discuss based on variety of topics for our syllabus. But before that, daily we are also discussing one code which is acting as a kind of, we can say, booster, motivation, also helpful for your mains preparation. जैसे subjects ethics है, essay paper है, right? So they ask code based questions in ethics, they ask code based topics in your essay paper also, like this one. The price of greatness is responsibility. Winston Churchill. Okay, so why he is saying like this? Let's try to understand. Many times we relate power with responsibility. Power, let's say, comes with responsibility. So similarly, we can say that the price of greatness. Price means we can say that cost. We can say that it is a kind of additional burden whenever we talk about the greatness. Greatness is basically, we can say, a person becomes great through, we can say, 2-3 aspects. One is, we can say, the kind of, let's say, achievement that person is doing. Second is, we can say that the personality. That personality, we can say that is decided by the character of the person, the value system or the virtues that the person is practicing, or we can say that it is visible through his conduct. So this basically it is reflecting the character of the person, personality, and the achievement. So achievements in different fields, it can be, we can say, like for example Sachin Tendulkar. So he is great person. Okay, why we are saying that great? Because yes, of course, he has done significant achievements in terms of his records, but at the same time he is a very good person also. He is very humble, he has humility in his personality, he is very respectful on the field as well as off the field. He has always played very fair game in cricket. तो ये क्या होता है? This is part of the personality, and that also makes the person great. Now, why it is said like that? Price of greatness is responsibility. Yes, when the person is achieving that stature or tag, once the person is getting that tag, ठीक है, जो ग्रेटेस्ट ऑफ ऑल, जो गोट आजकल चल रहा है ना, ग्रेटेस्ट ऑफ ऑल टाइम, तो उसके बाद में जो आता है वो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी आती है. दैट पर्सन नीड्स टू बिहेव, दैट पर्सन्स बिहेवियर, कंडक्ट विल बी ऑलवेज वॉच्ड बाय द पीपल. जैसे एक एग्जांपल देता हूं, अगर विराट कोहली समझो अभी थोड़ा सा फेज एकदम डाउन चल रहा है, ऑस्ट्रेलिया में टेस्ट सीरीज में आपने देखा है कि बहुत कम रन उन्होंने बनाए हैं, इजीली आउट हो रहे थे, बट ही इज the player of, we can say that, world class, or we can say that having very high skill. Now in such situation, if he loses the temper, he is already reaching to the greatness, but this will now decide whether he is going to be great for all time. So if he maintains that calmness, composure, and then come back and again perform, so that becomes, we can say, the quality of greatness. It is the responsibility. If the person is behaving irresponsible, once that person is given that tag of greatness, then एक एक्शन जो होता है उसके बाद में कोई भी गलत एक्शन, गलत कंडक्ट जो होता है, उसके बाद वो टैग हट जाएगा उसका. This is what the price. That's why the person needs to behave very responsible manner, even in personal life, even in professional life. ठीक है? Yes. So in this manner we should understand and give some examples also from variety of fields. Yes, public administration optional batch is going to start in June month. Admissions have started. You can avail the early bird offer. Now regarding prelims also, you should know that Panchasutra All India mock test at Lukmaan IAS. The first Panchasutra test is going to be held on 22nd of February and subsequent test like this. Now, this is the established fact for UPSC prelims preparation that Panchasutra test at Lukmaan IAS are of best quality, and you should give these tests. There we can say, oh, there is only one time subscription or registration fee is there, and you can give all tests, and they are going to help you to understand where you stand in the competition at all India level, get the rank, get the score, try to compare, and then try to improve from the earlier test. Panchasutra test, first test on 22nd of Feb. Mark the date, register, and prepare for this particular test from now onwards. Okay, now let's talk about today's 10 questions. These are the topics that we are going to cover through MCQ. So first question, yes, NavIC, navigation through Indian or with Indian constellation. It was in news because recently NavIC or NVS 02, this was basically launched a satellite, which is a geosynchronous satellite, we can say that, and it is communication satellite, or we can say that it is going to be helpful for location, kind of GPS, we can say that, global positioning system, but it is for India's independent regional navigation system with its area of service extending about 1500 km beyond the Indian landmass. This is correct. Now the earlier 7 satellites are being phased out and new satellites are being launched as a part of this NavIC with more accuracy and more updated, we can say, instrument on that satellite. The standard positioning service provides a position accuracy of better than 5 meter. Now this is factually incorrect. It is 20 meter. Better than 20 meters. So this is incorrect. It is designed with the constellation of 7 satellites. Now this is correct. We can say 7 satellites in total are there. So 1 and 3 only is the correct answer, right? So C is the correct answer. Yes, all of you online students also, you can join, give answers in the comment box simultaneously. Chaliye, next question dekhte hai. Yes, regarding the prohibition of employment as manual scavengers and their Rehabilitation Act 2013. So manual scavenging is very inhuman act and it is banned according to this law, and the people who are involved in the manual scavenging, their rehabilitation is being done under this program or under this law. Yes, it is the direct implementation of Article 17 of Indian Constitution. Now what Article 17 talks about? It talks about abolition of untouchability. Now, there is no direct mention or let's say implementation of this provision in the Constitution through this law. Rather, there are some provisions in the concurrent list in 7th schedule of Indian Constitution, and those provisions are implemented through this law. So this is not the direct implementation. Indirectly we will say that, not direct. The practice of manual scavenging violates Article 21. Yes, right to life with dignity. Okay, so that dignity is affected through this manual scavenging. So it is interpreted by Supreme Court time and again in several cases, we can say. Now this is this is correct. Now, National Commission for Safai Karmacharis is a statutory body under Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Now, this is very, let's say, tricky question. Why? Because majority of such commissions are, we can say that like National Commission for SC, ST, they are to some extent, we can say, either constitutional or statutory bodies. Now, this particular body, it was established through a law that was enacted, National Commission for Safai Karmachari Act 1993. But this law itself lapsed in 2004. But this body continues to work as an executive body at present under this particular Ministry of Social Justice, and that's why this term statutory is incorrect here. Okay, now 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act 1992 mandates Gram Panchayat to construct individual and community latrines to eliminate manual scavenging. Yes, 73rd Constitutional Amendment Act adds 11th schedule in the Constitution, and that 11th schedule has certain subjects wherein the Panchayati Raj institutions are supposed to take certain actions. So that provision is there here, that Gram Panchayats are supposed to construct the individual and community latrines. So this is, we can say that correct. 2 and 4 only, that is B is the correct answer. B is the correct answer, right? Now, moving on, next question. Yes, when listed platform recently, this was in news, right? When listed platform. Now, at many a times what happens is when the IPO is done, initial public offering of any particular company is done, thereafter when let's say stocks or shares of that company will be listed, or we can say are ready to trade in the secondary market, we can say, or we can say that by the common people, in retail investor, retail buyers and sellers. So that is not known, and many times the foreign investors, they are not able to invest in the market because they are not listed, and when they are listed, that is not understood. So that's why when listed platform, it allows companies to start trading their shares immediately after the closure of their IPOs. This is what we can say that correct about this particular platform, when listed platform. Okay. Right. So SEBI has launched this to remove the grey market activities. Now, next is enforcement case information report. The way we have FIR, first information report, similarly enforcement directorate, ED, also has formal entry of complaint lodged by the ED, that is called as ECIR. This is correct, we can say. It is equivalent to first information report FIR under Bharatiya Nagrik Suraksha Samhita. Now this is incorrect. It is not equivalent. Rather, we can say that similar uska let's say understanding ho sakta hai, but if you talk about the difference, major difference is that FIR is very important for carrying out any kind of further investigation in that case. But here, when ED is investigating into any crimes under Prevention of Money Laundering Act 2002, in that case, this, let's say, ECIR is not necessary to start the investigation. Investigation can be started by the ED earlier also, and then there can be filing of ECIR. So this is incorrect. Now, Supreme Court of India has ruled that ED cannot initiate proceedings without first registering ECIR. Now, this is also incorrect. Just now I was telling you, Supreme Court of India has upheld that ED can initiate proceedings without first registration of ECIR, that is enforcement case information report. So only one, that is A, is the correct answer. One only is the correct answer, right? Now, next, regarding Kanha National Park or Kanha Tiger Reserve. Yes, this is located in Madhya Pradesh, and it is also largest national park of Madhya Pradesh. It was declared as a tiger reserve in 1973 under Project Tiger. It is the first tiger reserve. It is located in Maikal Hills, we can say that, Maikal Hills. Then it is the first tiger reserve in India to officially introduce the mascot Bhoor Singh the Barasingha. This is correct, Barasingha. Its population has been revived in Kanha Tiger Reserve, and significant population, we can say that. And it is, we can say, the first tiger reserve in India to officially introduce the mascot. Okay, Bhoor Singh the Barasingha. This is also, we can say, correct statement. Both statements are correct here. C is the correct answer. All right. Now, next, graphics processing units. The way we have CPUs, centralized processing units, we also use the graphics. जैसे graphic card बोलते हैं ना आप, graphics additional होता है ना, basically that is additional thing. So it functions as a replacement to CPU. This is incorrect. It is additional, we can say that. Now, it is an electronic circuit board that can quickly perform any mathematical calculations. This is correct. We can say graphics are very useful to carry out complex mathematical calculations, and that's why it increases the capacity of particular computer. जो PCs होता है, लैपटॉप होता है, उसमें ग्राफिक्स कार्ड होने की वजह से कई सारे let's say सॉफ्टवेयर्स जो है उस पे easily run होते हैं, right? So that's why one only is the correct answer, but look at the command. यहाँ पे confusion है. So it is asking which of the statement given above is incorrect, and that's why this is incorrect, this is correct. So answer would be 2 only. So be careful about the command of the question. Now next. Recently in news, the Operation Sankalp. So recently on 26th of January, 2 let's say army officials, they were, or navy officers, they were given let's say the gallantry awards, and for what purpose? For their bravery in Operation Sankalp. This Operation Sankalp was related to anti-piracy operations in Indian Ocean region. Indian Navy's initiative aimed to ensuring the security of regional maritime dory. ठीक है, तो especially anti-piracy operations. So A is the correct answer. All right. Next, bomb cyclone. Yes, bomb cyclone. You come across this term generally in December, January, and in Europe, and we can say that North America, US, Canada. So they are formed due to interaction of air masses. This is correct. Which air masses? Generally, these are the extratropical cyclones. We can say that, which are formed due to the interaction of opposite air masses. Opposite means what we can say contrasting air masses, warm air mass and cold air mass. And that cold air mass is so cold that it brings blizzard, it can bring even we can say that snowfall and rainfall. So they are much like other storms, and of course the bomb cyclones have low atmospheric pressure the way we have extratropical or temperate cyclones. Similarly, we have bomb cyclones, but the only difference between bomb cyclone and extratropical cyclones or temperate cyclone is that here within 24 hours there is a rapid decline in the temperature, and that's why it will be now declared as bomb cyclone. Rapid decline in temperature. Okay, so that's why. So both statements are correct here. C is the correct answer. Now, next question. Yes, Potomac River. It was recently seen in news. Why? Because of US plane crash. Okay. So today only we have uploaded one video. You can see YouTube channel of Lukmaan IAS, and a 2-3 minute video. I have explained their US plane crash and location of this river, where it is located. So if you see the map of USA, eastern coast, especially northeastern coast of USA, there this Potomac River, a small river originating from Appalachian mountains. Okay, Appalachian mountains, and it is draining into Atlantic Ocean through Chesapeake Bay. It is a kind of estuary. It is a kind of estuary, and it is a kind of, we can say that estuary formed in by this one and another important river. They are in the eastern coast of USA. So we will say that this Atlantic Ocean. A is the correct answer. Now the last question of the day. Look at this map. You can see here. This is Potomac River and this is Chesapeake Bay. Okay. Now, yes. It also forms the boundary between two states, Maryland and Virginia. Okay, Maryland and Virginia. Now, the Kurdistan region was in news again. It extends into several countries in Middle East. Which of the following countries does not include the part of Kurdistan? Kurdistan is the region where the Kurd people are inhabiting that region, Kurd origin, or we can say ethnicity. Now, this region of Kurdistan lies in different countries, including major part in Iraq, then Turkey, some part in Syria, and some part in Iran and Armenia. So Jordan is not there. Jordan is too much south of that Kurdistan region. ठीक है, तो यहाँ पे देखिए इस मैप पे Kurdistan region, some part of Armenia, some Iran, Iraq, and Turkey. ठीक है, and Syria. So these are the countries where Kurd people are living. Alright, so these are the 10 questions. Keep following this session, and of course, if you have any question, you can ask in the comment box.